behind the scenes, BTS.
BTS. That sounds like a Korean boy band. Korean boy band called BTS.
We live.
Oh, thanks. I love it.
All right.
That's what happened.
Assalamu
Assalamualaikum.
Nazir
Fatimah.
Nyla, Coach Nyla.
from outstanding personalrelationships.com. And we really want to come live to you today because we've been just speaking amongst each other and doing a number of different things. We've been really, really busy to really serve you. So we were talking about communication and understanding and just really learning more about ourselves and going into different details. So we just want to do just a short bit because we've been affected personally by good friends that we know that have been going through divorce or having challenging issues, and some clients that we work with. And it seems that they have this theme in common. And one of the quickest ways to destroy a marriage, obviously, is
Poor communication.
lack of communication, poor communication, ineffective communication, no communication.
Right, no communication.
All of that. So we just really want to kind of discuss it today. And you brought a good example to mind with what?
It was, I was watching, this was years ago, the Malcolm X movie about his life. And I remember him and his wife, Beatz, talking about, it was a hard conversation they were having, but the way they were seated on the couch and the way she presented it to him was so gentle. And I remember that it was difficult to tell him, you're being betrayed. You don't have the friendships that you thought you had. You don't have the following that you thought you had. People are out to get you. And she waited until it was a quiet moment for him to receive that information. And she was just gentle the entire way through. Now, he did become upset, but even in the way he got upset, it was just merely just grabbing a paper and just putting it on the table. And I just was so amazed. And I just thought it was incredible the way she respected the information and him and bringing it to him.
And the way she did it, right?
Yeah, it was just powerful. So powerful.
I was wise because
Yes, it was.
My parents argued. They didn't have the calm, relaxed, peaceful type of communication. With just the worst at getting being just have some papers on the table.
Yeah.
But I actually do remember that scene, and I also remember one time where he got a little upset during, at least again, the movie with Denzel and Angela Bassett, when he said, "Don't raise your voice in my house.
Don't you raise your voice in my house, woman. Don't you raise your voice."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And that was really the end of it. But they knew and dealt with each other on such a level. And of course, she was pretty much on set and supervising a number of different things, or giving feedback, I should say,
right,
at the time, to their personal relationship and communicating. And obviously that's important because that's a husband and wife situation in particular. And of course, we're married. I'm married to Fatimah, and I'm married to Nyla. In today's day and time, we need to explain what that means, because if we're married, we're not all married. No.
So I'm not married to Nyla.
I'm the husband. Right. You have to be clear these days, unfortunately. But
I've been asked. I'm just saying.
I'm not married to the sister. So, and it's that much more important when you're in polygyny. Okay. Yes. I mean, there's one thing where it's just, something maybe monogamous or what have you, but in polygyny, because there's more relationships and different types of things that go on emotionally and so on. So the communication is crucial. And you came across a dynamic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Another story you came across.
Oh, this is with the Alicia Keys and Swizz and Mashanda. I forgot her last name, but with pretty much getting together as the ex-wife and the current wife and things like that, because they didn't have a really beautiful relationship to start off with, just because, but a lot of it came from what I found out, a lot of it came from a lot of hearsay. And that's where a lot of lack of communication come from. You hearing things from other sources, but you're not clarifying things with the source. Right. She heard that Swizz was leaving her in order to pursue a relationship with Alicia Keys, which has been denied time and time again. But she was hurt. She was hurt through what she heard and everything like that. And her relationship with Alicia Keys was not so good because she looked at her as this homewrecker who came in to destroy her marriage and things as far as that. And she found out later she had to work on herself. Yeah. She had to work on herself and how to communicate better with herself. So she communicate better with her ex-husband and communicate better with her, which is now friend, which is, you know, the new wife. So they can actually co-parent better. Exactly. So that was another thing too, because there were kids involved. There were kids that Swizz Beatz had a child with Mashanda, and then he also had children with Alicia Keys after they got married. And to co-parent better and to deal with each other better, they realized that they had to communicate better.
Right. So, right. And it's also, I was thinking about my own personal story. And I was thinking about my parents. My parents broke up when I was 3, and I have an older sister, and we have different dads. We share the same mother. And when they broke up, you know, I was talking about before how sometimes the family, the adults in the family, the children become collateral damage when the adults can't communicate properly. So when my parents broke up when I was 3, I no longer had a relationship with my sister until I was in the 9th grade. And then I was reintroduced to her as a teenager. And she didn't know we didn't have the same father till she was 10. And she just said, why doesn't my dad come to see me? And my mother said, well, he's not your father. So the breakdown of communication, it can completely destroy your family. It's so important to have proper communication because there's children involved and they do become collateral damage. Yeah,
and I think that's the thing, communication, proper communication with yourself. I mean, we have like, sometimes you have poor self-talk and that poor self-talk. Yes, most times you have poor self-talk and it spills on everything around you, on other people that you come in contact with and things as far as that. And you wonder why your life is crappy. A lot of times it happens, and I'm not saying you guys, I'm just saying people in general who go through that stuff. You know, that is a big deal. It's a big thing, excuse me, to have proper communication with yourself. And so you can have proper communication with other people. Know what that looks like. Know what it means to be able to listen and respond and listen to others so you can respond to what they're saying and not react to what they're saying.
No, I remember reading obviously one of the quotes that is well known where it says, you know, if you want to be understood, first seek to understand. Now, I look at communication a little bit deeper in that I think everything that we do is a form of communication one way or another. So not just only the self-talk, because we spend more time with ourselves than anybody else ever. Right. We're always with ourselves. Yeah. So if you're not speaking, your brain is going, you're picturing different things, you are communicating with yourself. So when we talk about perception, the perception is the way that you decide to see and view things, which again is a form of communication. So not just, you know, the self-talk that we deal with, but also communication with just physically. You know, when we talk about someone coming into a room and they darkening the room with their presence, or they come into the room and they brighten the room with their presence. This is a form of communication. But we're talking about you giving off energy, you're giving off a body language, right? That's a form of communication. And usually the body language or the tone in which we say something tends to be more telling than just the words that you use. So again, all of these things are parts of communication. Whether you're dealing with a boss at work, whether you're dealing with a spouse, whether you're dealing with a child, no matter what, it's this ever ongoing dance of communication. And the quality of your life is really kind of depending on the quality of the relationships and the richness that you have. For example, communication when you're in worship, and I'm a Muslim, you may or may not be Muslim, but when we pray, it's a form of communication for us to the Creator. When we're reading Quran, it's the Creator communicating with us. All right, and there are many different levels to that. But again, it's that form of communication. So what we're doing, matter of fact, and I want to invite you because we're live. You have to get up and let people know, be quiet just a few minutes ago. But we're live. And what we're going to do, we're in the process of creating a course. And we've done it before, and we enjoy doing it. We love serving our audience. I mean, again, anytime we can have a positive impact on people, really having stronger marriages, stronger, more fulfilling relationships, or parenting better. I mean, it's a blessing for us to really touch and expand, if you will. So we're creating a course, and we're not fully sure on the name of this course, but right now we're looking at marriage communication mastery. So whether in your marriage, or if you're polygynous, again, especially in polygyny, because there are different types of challenges that you're just not built for or set up for to begin with in traditional monogamy, if you will, or just in a relationship. So we're creating a course. We're going to do it over the next 3 days, God willing, inshallah. And with that being said, we want to invite you to go ahead and, matter of fact, watch us do it live. Get some behind the scenes access, right? Because we're going to sell the course. It's going to be $100 later on this year, because we're going to edit it, the worksheets, and a lot of different things that go along with it. But if you want to go ahead and check it out, all right, then go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/BTS for behind the scenes. And what we'll do is shoot you an email a little before we go live. You'll be able to tune into our special private page where we will be recording it live. And again, you'll get access. You'll be able to ask questions. We'll deal with you in the comments and stuff like that. It's for two to maybe 2.5 hours, depending on the questions, for the next 3 days. So again, we're excited about it because this topic is too deep to just have something that's surface or just give a few tips on. I mean, you really have to you have to understand the depth of communication, how you communicate with yourself, what you're giving off to the world, what you're giving off to those closest to you, why they say things like, the ones who hurt you the most are the ones, who you love the most. It's important to really get a grasp and understanding so that the more you know and the better you know ways of how to communicate with yourself and those whom you love. Again, the richness and quality of those relationships can be part of your life. So again, join us at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/BTS. All right. So again, we want to go ahead and just extend that invitation to you prayerfully. We'll connect with you there. It's live. They're not going to be just recordings that go out to everybody. No, this is a course. We're creating it. It has a full agenda and curriculum that goes along with it and everything else. So again, prayerfully got some good stuff. Just some of the basics we did and we spoke about today. And another question, anything you want to just add is maybe a tip or two and wrapping up this short live.
I don't know. I was going to say, please come prepared to the live. Take notes. We're really trying to fill it up with a lot of good stuff for everybody. And I think it's good to take notes and then practice what we're telling you or try it out, because we're never going to steer you wrong. We're always going to give you something that can benefit you and add value to you and your family and especially your children as well.
And come with your questions, because you guys get behind the scenes.
Right.
You guys get behind the scenes. So you might hear us stumble over some stuff. You might like, hold on, wait a minute. We're going to do this again. But this is the stuff that you guys get to see, and you got one. Hitting the table, I'm hitting the table, guys, probably shaking something. But you get to go behind the scenes, you get to ask us questions, firsthand stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Only thing I can say is just pretty much, communication is key. And we know this. The lack of communication can be detrimental to your relationships, and positive communication can take your relationship to a whole other level, better than you can even imagine. And we are going to talk about how it does in so many different ways in our training. So we look forward to seeing you there.
I have one thing, because this is our first combined collaborative live. So you may be wondering, oh, y'all communicate so well and so great, and it looks so good. Oh my God. But then you're probably not saying it either. So but just saying, right? So Fatimah and I, we married 24 years. Alhamdulillah. Right? Now I'm married 9 years. It ain't been 9 years of great communication and being sitting up and doing trainings and helping other people. Okay? Because it's a process. It's a process. It's growth. It's being able to utilize what we've done, share what we've done, the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. And really share on really how to get breakthroughs. So you may be in a certain stage where it's like, oh my gosh, the sky is falling, it's drama, I don't know how this, but somebody else might have a vision of, lollipops and rainbows that ain't dealing with pride stuff, and everything is good, right? So I'm just saying, and unicorns and all that stuff, right?
Right.
But is there a way to meet in the middle? Is there a way to deal with something? Is there a way not to have conflict? Does there have to be drama between co-wives? I mean, does the husband, how does he got to skip? Does he have to walk on eggshells? All kinds of stuff. So we're bringing to you ourselves fully transparent and with depth. So again, join us live. If you can't make it live, hey, no worries. In a few months, you'll be able to purchase the course. It's all good. It's definitely going to be worth it regardless.
Right.
And I look forward to, sharing with you and looking forward to what we do and how we go behind the scenes, starting on this journey tomorrow.
Yeah, and let's have some fun too.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun.
Can't be
We're going to bring the
boring.
party.
Oh, I mean, I want to have fun with it too. So we're excited. Let's do it.
All right, so you guys see that communication? You're looking, are we done? Are we done? We're going to wrap it up.
we're
You guys want to
done.
say? All right, cool. Again, we definitely appreciate you. Look forward to sharing with you. Just remember that a wish changes nothing, but a decision changes everything. So take care and take charge.
Take care.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Don't say alhamdulillah.
Say it.